This week, a group of people in Birmingham hope to teach you more about what's happening in Sudan's Darfur region. The United Nations says 500,000 people have died because of violence and disease. Others say that number is higher. But why? And how in the world can you do anything about it? Tahir Hassan is from Sudan and now part of the Darfur Association of the USA. Courtney Jones is one of the organizers for Deliver Darfur. It's an event taking place Thursday. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But first off, I want to begin with you, Tahir, and ask, we hear so much about what's happening. You're from Darfur. Yes. You got out before the genocide began. How bad is it when we talk about this?
Right now, extremely bad. The genocide is continuing until today. Rape, murder, lootings still continues until today. The Sudanese government completely avoiding any effort to bring the hybrid United Nations peacekeepers to Darfur. And one of the reasons that the Sudanese government does not want the United Nations peacekeepers to go to Darfur, because they know the United Nations peacekeepers, these are the only people, they can't do the job on the land.
And you say this whole dispute ultimately boils down to land, right?
It boils down to land, yes.
And to a certain, and to cleansing at that
Absolutely
point.
Yes.
And that's where it's led. We're watching a clip from a documentary that you show whenever you speak to folks. How active are you in speaking? I mean, how much interest is there out there for you?
Well, we are just doing our best we can. We go and educate people and teach people what is happening, raise awareness. And also, we ask people to lobby on our behalf to the government, to the representatives, also to the United Nations, and to tell them that the genocide is continued, the genocide is until today, and hopefully, with this continuous raising awareness, the United Nations will be able to send the hybrid force to the region of Darfur to stop the genocide and the killing.
Courtney, let me bring you into this conversation, because I was asking you earlier, how in the world did you get involved in all of this? You said it ultimately came from reading a book and saying, I know now, I've been educated, I need to go on and act. And that's essentially the theme of this, is get educated, take action, right?
Right, yeah. We're hoping that if the citizens of Birmingham can get educated on the issue, that they'll feel responsible for taking action. And we hope to provide some different opportunities for them to do that.
What kind of response has there been to this event? You say it's kind of a first of its kind around here, at least in Birmingham.
As far as I know, it is, but I think the response has been really good. We have a lot of college students that are interested, recent graduates, as well as some high school students, and you know, older, parents and their children. So.
Across the board, you've got it. It's going to be an event where Tahir is going to be speaking. You're going to watch a documentary. You're also going to have some bands, local bands, taking part in this event too. So it's kind of going to be a wide variety of things, but ultimately to raise awareness, correct?
Right.
Tahir, let's leave the last word from you here. Why should folks get involved in what's happening here? A lot of folks can't even, connect in the fact that it's so far away from home for them. But why should they get involved?
Well, the genocide is still continuous, and as a human being, to have a genocide in 21st century and do nothing about it, that is just is unbelievable in this time of the age. And as President Bush said, not on my watch. People after Rwanda genocide, they said no. The Jewish community, they said no to the genocide. And right now the genocide is happening, and people are not aware what is happening, because the interest of a few international communities, and also the lack of international government to do anything about the genocide in Darfur. So we ask the community, we ask the people to write to the government, to write to the United Nations, to write to the representative, and bringing the cause of Darfur to the surface, on and on and on.
Tahir Hassan, Courtney Jones, thank you so much for being with us today. Okay, once again, Thursday at Workplay.